parts. Hey folks, I saw a bunch of posts there on the DIY falconry equipment page, and I was wondering the same thing, how to make a falconry hood block. And I looked a few things up, and now it's just my opinion, but I probably won't be doing it again. One of the reasons is, well, the overall mess it makes. And I by no means am a professional hood maker, let alone a block maker. But I figured I'd at least put out the way I did it. Maybe you guys can tweak it a little bit, or you like the way you like to fiddle and want to give it a shot. Anyways, I used the bondo method, and this is a size 35. This is a 36, and this is actually a block that I bought. It's the Rollins Millennium block. But so after I actually bought this block, I looked at it and I was like, well, shoot, that looks super easy to make. You know, I mean, looks like a fairly simple design. Shouldn't be too hard to mold it. I started looking into how I can mold it without destroying my hoods that I already had. And somebody recommended the condom and bondo method. So I gave it a shot. First I started with my 35, and you just take a condom, wash all the stuff that you don't want on your hood off of it, and then mix your bondo, fill the condom, and then stuff it inside your hood and kind of pack it down inside the best you can. It doesn't take long for it to dry. Most of your bondos set up properly are, 4 to 5 minutes work time. My big problem was trying to get all of the bondo down into the condom to where I could get it into the hood, and I felt like I was getting it deep enough into the hood that it filled it properly. I didn't, and you're not going to be able to see this on the video, but I can see the air or the gap between the block and the hood itself that I tried to form it around, and I can push in on the eyes, and so it obviously didn't fill it well enough that the most important part was properly filled. So I figured, well, shoot, that was the first one. Not only that, but I got bondo all over my hood, and it was a really nice external stitched hood, so I'm a little upset about that. Short of sandpaper, it ain't coming off. But anyway, so that was the 35. So I thought, well, shoot, I'll try it on my 36 and see if I can't use a different medium to mold it into. And so I just used a normal grocery bag that you get your produce in. I figured it was super thin, it wouldn't fill any space. And I literally put it in there and used the side to scrape the bondo and my little stir stick wand to put it in. I was able to kind of work it a little bit. I definitely filled this one better. And I used a just piece of cardboard that I cut into a circle to help hold the bottom flat and kind of really work it in and apply pressure. What I didn't do on the first one that I did on this one, because I was able to get it into the hood quick enough that it wasn't setting up, I was really able to push it and kind of mold it in and make sure that the hood was straight. Where I had problems with the first one and the condom idea because it was setting up so fast, I really couldn't work it, and so it's actually crooked. I don't know if you can see it, but it leans to one side, and obviously that's going to become an issue when I build more hoods. But This one I didn't have that much of an issue as far as being able to work it and ensure that it was straight. I did leave the V ridge on the back of this just so that it's easier to find center. I'll probably never use this block, but that way when you put the leather on, you know exactly which way I'm stretching it to ensure that the eye guards are properly stretched and centered. But after it started to set up, I was able to kind of work it, push it in through the sides, make sure that the hood was a little straighter, and get the more feathered look at the bottom. After it did set up, I took the hood off, and there's a point in bondo when it gets really hot and it's super rubbery. And at that point is when I actually used my knife and I shaved the sides down to just kind of clean it up, get rid of the mess. Otherwise, when bondo gets hard, it's tough to sand and it's a pain in the butt. So it was a lot easier to work with when it was more in the rubber state. And this one, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it there on the video, but you can see this eye piece filled and this one did not. Now I can probably come back in and take a little bit more bondo and build those up a little bit and sand them down until the eyepieces are properly stretched out and fitted properly. But again, this hood, they both move this side really bad. I can feel it move in almost a full millimeter, which, again, you have to protect the bird's eyes, and so this block would not stretch a hood properly. And now I'm stuck with, I've got a 36 and a 35 block. If I take the appropriate time to build them back up, sand them down, and get them to the point where they're properly stretching the hood, but I don't have a pattern for the Dutch style, and at least in this size. And it's not as easy as just shrinking down a 41 mil. At least I've tried to do it, and it doesn't seem to measure right. And so, again, I'm stuck without a Dutch pattern. My opinion, Mr. Rollins, Tate, they've got thousands of hours and hundreds, maybe thousands of hoods that they've made in designing their blocks. And I think I picked this up for $38. It came with the pattern with both closure systems in the back. And I think materials wise, I'm probably into it about $20. I mean, after you add up the sandpaper and the cups and the stir sticks and the bondo, and then the stencil forms to try to build the patterns. For me, I feel a lot more rest assured, and I think I'm just going to keep buying my blocks. I did not enjoy building the block. I love building the hoods. I built this one, and I really like doing the hoods. The block, though, in my opinion, my bird's well-being is definitely worth the extra $18 to just buy it. But anyway, that's my 2 cents, and if you guys want to give it a shot, I would like to see how it turned out for you guys. Like I said, the bondo technique didn't work out for me. Happy hawking.